Oakland Airfield buzzes with activity as Amelia Earhart's Lockheed Electra gleams under the 1,937 sun. Amelia, radiating confidence, stands before a throng of reporters, her eyes sparkling with ambition. "I aim to fly around the world at the equator," Amelia declares, her voice ringing with determination. She continues, pushing the boundaries of aviation. Frederick Noonan, ever the navigator, stands beside her, absorbed in the intricate details of his maps. The plane awaits, promising both adventure and peril. Inside the Lockheed Electra, Amelia's focused gaze guides the plane through the endless sky. Sunlight bathes the cockpit, illuminating Amelia's steady hands on the controls. Beside her, Noonan meticulously charts their course, his brow furrowed in concentration. Weather conditions remain stable, but there's a slight headwind, Amelia reports calmly. Noonan nods, his voice steady. Acknowledged. Fuel consumption is within acceptable parameters. The Electra soars onward, a tiny speck against the vast, indifferent canvas of the sky. The Electra soars above the American Midwest, endless farmlands painting a vibrant tapestry beneath its wings. Against the jagged, snow-capped Andes, the Electra becomes a tiny silhouette, conquering the colossal peaks. Over the African deserts, the Electra casts a fleeting shadow, a solitary traveler in an arid expanse. A vibrant mosaic unfolds as the Electra glides over the Indian subcontinent, a rich tapestry of cultures. Each breathtaking vista underscores the Electra's audacious journey, spanning continents and defying limits. The world unfolds beneath, a testament to the ambition and scale of this historic flight. The Electra lands in Leh, a cloud of dust swirling around it, marking the end of another leg. Amelia and Noonan step out, their faces lined with fatigue, yet their eyes shining with resolve. Local officials and mechanics gather around the plane, a welcoming committee on the dusty airfield. The weight of countless miles etches deep lines on their faces, telling tales of relentless skies. This is Leh, the final checkpoint. The most perilous leg of their journey looms large. A palpable tension hangs in the air as they prepare to face the unknown. Dim light casts long shadows across the radio station, the air heavy with unspoken tension. Amelia, brow furrowed, wrestles with the dials, seeking a clear signal amidst the crackling static. The speaker hisses, a frustrating wall between her desperate hope and the unknown outside. Each failed attempt amplifies the growing unease, foreshadowing the challenges ahead. Narration. Communication is difficult, foreshadowing future problems. At Leh Airfield, the Electra, heavy with fuel, stands poised against the dawn, ready to defy the vastness of the Pacific. Amelia and Noonan exchange a final, resolute look, a silent promise passing between them before their daring flight. The engines roar, shaking the earth as the plane surges forward, a metal bird clawing for the sky. The Electra ascends, shrinking against the horizon, a tiny speck against the immense canvas of the Pacific dawn. High above, the Lockheed Electra soars through an endless blue, a tiny speck against the vast canvas of the sky. Inside the cockpit, Amelia commands the aircraft, her focus absolute, her hands steady on the controls. Beside her, Noonan pores over navigational charts, his brow furrowed in concentration as he wrestles with instruments. Hours melt away, marked only by the hum of the engines and the unwavering blue outside. A sense of isolation deepens as the monotonous expanse stretches on, testing the limits of endurance and resolve. The sky remains an endless blue, a constant reminder of the distance traveled and the uncharted path ahead. Inside the Itasca's radio room, operators strain, brows furrowed, battling, crackling equipment, static hisses, obscuring efforts to connect with the Electra, a frustrating dance of clarity. The signal fades, hope dwindling with each pop of interference. A palpable tension fills the cramped room, heavy with the weight of uncertainty. Worried glances are exchanged, a silent acknowledgement of growing concern. The realization dawns. The plane nears Howland Island. Time is running out. Inside the Lockheed Electra, Amelia battles the controls as the aircraft vibrates violently, engines roaring. Amelia squints through the windshield, her brow furrowed in concentration amidst a sky consumed by a thick veil of clouds. Static crackles from the radio, a stark reminder of their isolation as cloudy weather, cloudy, echoes in her ears. Navigation becomes a treacherous game in the clouded expanse. The plane pushes forward, swallowed by the thick clouds. Amelia's eyes reflect determination and worry. In the cramped radio room, the operator hunches over the crackling receiver, brow furrowed in intense concentration. Sweat beads on his forehead as he skillfully adjusts the dials, fighting through the relentless static. A desperate radio message pierces through the noise. "We must be on you, but cannot see you. But gas is running low. Been unable to reach you by radio. We are flying at altitude 1000 feet." Panic permeates the radio room as the message's implications sink in. A lost plane running on fumes. Inside the Lockheed Electra, Amelia and Noonan strain their eyes, desperately searching the endless Pacific horizon. The vast ocean stretches before them, an unforgiving expanse of blue mirroring the growing dread in their hearts. Fuel gauges plummet ominously, each tick of the needle amplifying the suffocating tension within the cockpit. A shared glance of desperation passes between Amelia and Noonan, unspoken fears hanging heavy in the air. The cramped cockpit becomes a cage, the relentless sun beating down as time and fuel relentlessly dwindle. Each wave seems to mock their dwindling hope, the ocean's vastness a constant reminder of their isolation. Inside the cramped radio room of the USCGC Itasca, machinery hums, filling the space with a low, constant thrum. Static crackles ominously from the speakers, creating a tense atmosphere. Radio operators strain forward, their faces etched with deep concern as they listen intently to the garbled signals. Amelia's voice echoes from the speaker. "We are circling, but cannot hear you. Go ahead on 3,105 on the hour or on the half hour." Amelia continues, her words laced with urgency. "We need to respond." "They're in trouble," shouts Radio Operator 1. Frustration boiling over as Radio Operator 2 anxiously replies, "I'm trying. The signal is weak." Inside the Lockheed Electra's cramped cockpit, the engines drone, a constant, vibrating presence as Amelia focuses on the instruments. Amelia peers intently, her brow furrowed in concentration as she navigates the endless sky. Noonan adjusts dials, a deep line of concern etched across his face as they search the horizon. The vast ocean stretches out, offering no answers, only the echoing words of their last transmission. "We are on the line of position 157 to 337. We are running on the line north and south." The last message haunts their search. The radio room is thick with anticipation, every tick of the clock amplifying the crushing silence. Radio operators strain, their faces tight with worry, as they listen intently for a sign. Only static answers their desperate vigil, hissing from the speakers like a mocking whisper. The Electra's silence is a heavy shroud, each passing moment intensifying the growing dread. Hope dwindles with each failed transmission, leaving only the chilling echo of the unknown. The Pacific stretches endlessly, a serene blue canvas hiding desperate secrets. Naval ships cut through the waves, their steel hulls a stark contrast to the ocean's vastness. Aircraft crisscross the sky, their engines roaring against the silent horizon. A meticulous search unfolds around the remote shores of Howland Island. Hope dwindles with each passing hour as the ocean remains an impassive witness. The search yields nothing, the ocean's surface unbroken, the mystery unsolved. Inside U.S. Navy headquarters, officials gather around a large table, charts of the Pacific spread before them. Exhaustion etches deep lines onto their faces, a silent testament to days of unending crisis. An official's voice, heavy with resignation. cuts through the tense air. Call off the search. Another official coolly declares the grim decision. The official explanation: crash and sink. The weight of the words hangs heavy. The Electra and its crew are lost at sea. Under the relentless sun, Nikumaroro reveals its secrets. A remote atoll, untouched, yet holding a haunting tale. A British officer kneels, sweat glistening, before scattered bones bleached white by the equatorial sun. A worn woman's shoe rests silently beside the skeletal remains, whispering stories of a life tragically ended. A battered sextant box and a weathered bottle lie half-buried, hinting at navigation and survival against all odds. Understanding dawns in the officer's eyes, the pieces aligning to form a chilling narrative of isolation. This grim tableau will spark the Nikumaroro hypothesis, a beacon of hope amidst the vast, unforgiving ocean. Inside the lab, scientists analyze bones from Nikumaroro, their brows furrowed in concentration. Charts and data fill the scene as they meticulously re-examine each measurement. The conclusion is undeniable, a voice narrates, as the scientists continue to work. The bones likely belong to a woman matching Amelia Earhart's height, the narration concludes. Under the sun, a Taihar expedition meticulously combs Nikumaroro, their quest to unearth whispers of a long-lost mystery. Eyes scan, finding corroded aluminum aircraft debris, glinting under the sun's gaze. An old, half-buried jar of freckle cream emerges, a silent testament to lives once lived. Each artifact bolsters the Nikumaroro theory, piecing together the puzzle of a disappearance long shrouded in mystery. In the murky depths of the Pacific, an underwater drone scans the seabed near Howland Island. Through the gloom, a blurry, plane-shaped object comes into view, resting silently on the ocean floor. The discovery sends a surge of hope through the search team. Could this be the Electra, lost for so long beneath the waves? Inside the deep-sea vision vessel, the air crackles with anticipation. Researchers hunch over monitors, their faces lit by the eerie glow of sonar images. The screens reveal an object near Howland Island, its form still a mystery. Each blip and echo on the sonar hints at the secrets hidden in the deep. Excitement hangs heavy, a silent promise of discovery. Sunlight streams into the museum, illuminating a display case filled with Amelia Earhart's treasured memorabilia. Her daring smile captured in vintage photographs, a beacon of courage and determination. Maps detail her ambitious routes across the skies, whispering tales of daring adventure. Flight gear hints at her adventurous spirit, a testament to her fearless pursuit of the unknown. Visitors, young and old, gather around the display, their faces reflecting admiration and curiosity. Inspired by Earhart, modern pilots ascend, their planes tiny against vast skies. Explorers hack through emerald jungles, driven by the spirit of adventure. Inventors hunched over gleaming tech, pushing limits, defying gravity. A montage celebrating human flight and exploration, a tribute to courage. Against the fiery sunset, a lone figure stands silhouetted on Howland Island, the waves whispering secrets at their feet. The vast Pacific stretches endlessly, mirroring the sky's vibrant hues as the island holds its breath. The unsolved mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance looms large, a palpable weight on this remote shore. Silence descends, broken only by the gentle lapping of waves. As the island keeps its silent vigil, sunlight streams into the archives, illuminating the air, thick with dust and the scent of aged paper. A lone researcher sits amidst towering stacks of documents, their tired eyes scanning faded logbooks. Fingers trace the brittle pages, the ink whispering tales of forgotten times. A determined frown etches itself onto the researcher's face, framed by rumpled clothes. The researcher seeks answers, driven by the legacy of a fearless aviator. Each document holds a piece of a puzzle, a story waiting to be rediscovered.